Have you read Jonah 1? The book of Jonah opens up with the Lord's command for Jonah to go to Nineveh because of their wickedness. Jonah promptly hops on a boat at Joppa. Not only does he go the opposite direction from Nineveh when he heads to the port city of Joppa, but it appears that he picks the furthest away seaport. Tarshish looks to be in present-day Spain on the western part of the Mediterranean Sea. When I read this book, I generally focus on these three parts: the fish, Nineveh repenting, and Jonah's response. All of these impress upon me the work of God in a world larger than Israel. Chapter 1 is just part of the required reading to get me to the good stuff. I paused and then returned to these verses in chapter 1, Jonah 1, 15 and 16. Then they picked up Jonah and threw him into the sea, and the sea stopped its raging. The men were seized by a great fear of the Lord, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows. Consider what we know. These were sailors who threw Jonah into the sea. As best as we can tell, they were sailors from different places who worshiped different gods. Verse 5 tells us that each man cried to his God, implying that there were multiple gods or idols that were worshipped. Note that nothing happened when they cried to their individual gods. That didn't work, so they tried to handle the situation on their own and lighten the load of the ship by throwing the cargo overboard. Still the storm raged, and their lives were in peril. They awakened Jonah and cast lots. The lot fell to Jonah as the one guilty of their current situation. Jonah identifies himself as a Hebrew who worships the God who created the heaven and the sea. They already knew he was fleeing from the Lord. They seek to avoid throwing him over by trying to row to land. That doesn't work, so over Jonah goes. God revealed himself to these sailors. They now had a great fear of the Lord, which led them to worship him. We didn't have to wait for Jonah to arrive in Nineveh to see lives changed. God worked in the journey. Perhaps yours also. Keep reading, encourage others to read, and expect to find more gems to help us live like Jesus. Thank you.